This is Unit 1B, video number 6. Dividing fractions to divide by a fraction, multiply by the reciprocal, or the multiplicative inverse. Any two numbers with a product of 1 are called multiplicative inverses or reciprocals. In 6th grade, we referred to this as stay, change, reciprocal. Let's look at the example together. In the first example, we see 4 divided by 1/3. First, we're going to write the whole number 4 as a fraction by writing it over 1. We're going to change the division to multiplication, and then we're going to flip or multiply by the reciprocal, 3 over 1. Now that we're multiplying fractions, we follow our multiplying fractions rules. We multiply the numerators, 4 times 3 is 12, and multiply the denominators, 1 times 1 is 1, and simplify. 12 over 1 is equal to 12. Recall that multiplicative inverses are two numbers that multiply to 1. So if we have 1/3 and we multiply it by 3 over 1, 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 times 1 is 3, which would simplify to 1. Please pause the video and try the exercises on your own. Once you are finished, resume the video and check your answers with mine. Exercises. Find each quotient. Exercise number 1, we see -1/7 divided by -5/9. So we're going to stay, change, reciprocal. If we multiply across the top, -1 times -9 is +9. And across the bottom, 7 times 5 is 35. Exercise number 2, we have 7/8 divided by 8/9. We can stay, change, reciprocal. 7 times 9 is 63, and 8 times 8 is 64. In the next example, we have two mixed numbers being divided, so we're going to write them as improper fractions by getting mad. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23 fourths, divided by 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5 halves. Now we can multiply by the reciprocal, so 23 over 4 times 2 over 5. Both 4 and 2 are divisible by 2, so 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is the fraction 23 halves times 1/5. We can multiply across the top. 23 times 1 is 23, and 2 times 5 is 10. 10 goes into 23 two whole times, with 3 remaining. Please pause the video and try the exercises on your own. Once you are finished, resume the video and check your answers with mine. Exercises. Find each quotient. Following exercises, we have two mixed numbers being divided, so we first have to write these mixed numbers as improper fractions by getting mad. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 5 is 61/8, divided by 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11/3. Now we can stay, change reciprocal, so 61/8 times the reciprocal, which is 3/11. If we multiply across the top, 61 times 3 is 183. And when we multiply across the bottom, 8 times 11 is 88. 88 goes into 183 two whole times, with 7 remaining. Exercise number 2, 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 is 31 fifths, divided by 3 times 10, which is 30, plus 1, which is 31 tenths. Stay, change reciprocal, so 31 fifths times the reciprocal, which is 10 31st. We can simplify the diagonals. 31 goes into itself once and once. 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 10 twice, which leaves us with the fractions 1 over 1 times 2 over 1, which simplifies to 2 over 1, or 2.